Welcome back to the vlog. So I'm currently at my button creation station. Ty told me it was a mess, but I said it was my creativity. You can see how hard I'm working. You told me I was messy.
Jess.
I'm offended.
I've been living with you for nearly 10 years now at this
Okay,
point.
alright. I'm a messy person. I understand. I know. This is not messy.
This is clean by your standards.
Exactly. I'm organized. I have all my stuff to make the button boxes. I'm thriving. Okay? Thriving. I thought because you guys are the vlog crew, I would show you the first look at the button eye boxes for Halloween. I have been getting so many messages, so many comments asking where they are. We actually got an email the other day that said, Jessii, it's almost Halloween, where are they? And to that I say, it's only the second week of August, okay? Although Halloween does technically start in August, I'm trying to get these out for September, okay? It's a one-man job. As you can see, I'm here by myself. Ty doesn't even help me, all alone, making 200 boxes.
I don't even help, she says.
Okay, so what he does is he cuts the foams. Well, I can't show you that yet, but he cuts the foams for me, which is really helpful. But then I do all the gluing and the stickers and the Velcros
I can see
and
my
the
contributions are
wrapping and the
appreciated as
ribbon
always.
and the stickers on the top and the labels. Okay, so here are the first look at the Halloween boxes. I decided to go with some really fun bat paper. And so we got white and black, we have pink and black, and we have black and green. Now this color is supposed to glow in the dark, which I'm excited about. We haven't tested it yet because when I got them in the mail, they were all like in packaging. So I hope that now they've been sitting out in the light, they will glow in the dark. And then on top of all of them, I put a skeleton pendant, which I love, kind of just to switch it up from the key pendant because it's Halloween. And these also can fit onto any like chain or twine if you want to wear it around your neck. And then we also have these really cute little pumpkin stamps that are like a wax that go onto the Jessii sticker. We've decided to take out the custom names because unfortunately a lot of parents were buying the button boxes, which is great. But then we were putting parents' names on the boxes and that got a little bit difficult, so we're taking that part out. But I'm not gonna show you what lies within the boxes just yet. You're gonna have to wait until September, but I will spoil, because you are the vlog crew, what is going inside of these boxes. But I'm not gonna show you what lies within the boxes just yet. I have decided that instead of these scrolls like last time, I always want to like switch it up. Everyone is getting a pocket pumpkin and they are adorable. They're made out of resin and they have these cute little faces on them and they come in a bunch of different colors. So of course they're gonna match the color of your button eyes and they're just so cute. I feel like everybody needs a pocket pumpkin. So yeah, that's all you get so far. I feel like these are major spoilers. Like you basically know what the boxes are gonna look like. And yeah, I'm just excited. I'm making another 200. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I cannot wait to launch them.
Pretty impressive.
Okay, story time. I went to the hospital last night again, although we haven't been since November. So we have
a streak of being healthy-ish.
for seven months. 7 months of no hospitals, which was really nice. We loved it. It was great. We enjoyed it. And then last night I had to go again. And I feel like this story is really embarrassing because any way that I like describe what's wrong with me, people are gonna be like, what? Like, it's so embarrassing. Like, when I had to tell the doctors and the nurses, it's embarrassing, okay? What happened was, about 2 days ago, I was going to bed and I realized that when I like kind of crunched my stomach or like bent over to pick something up, my stomach was hurting. So I went to bed, not really thinking too much about it. And the next morning, when I sat up in bed, I felt the pain again. And so of course I start like pressing on my stomach, like what is wrong with me? And whenever I pressed on my belly button, I got this horrible shooting pain in my stomach. That's the best way I can describe it. Pushing on my belly button, okay? Which sounds so silly. Why is that word so stupid? Belly button. Imagine like telling everyone at an emergency hospital my belly button hurts. It's so embarrassing. And then you can't say like navel, because that sounds like too sophisticated. Like, relax. So anyway, I went throughout the day, tried to ignore it, took Advil, but it got worse and worse and worse. And of course, like when you Google things, it doesn't help your situation because then you worry about it. And there's actually a surprising amount of scary things that have to do with your belly button hurting. I would not imagine that, but there are like life-threatening, like 3 life-threatening things that could be happening if your belly button is hurting. And like, I don't mean like the outside, I mean like when I press on it, it like goes into my stomach, if that makes sense. And if I'm not pressing it, it hurts too. It just gets worse when I press it. So anyway, I ended up calling my mom and her reaction was, your belly button hurts? So she told me to call, we have this thing called telehealth here in Canada where you can call like a nurse on the phone and ask her what you should do, if you should go to the hospital. And so I was told right away that I should be going to the hospital. It was actually a male nurse who first asked me if I was on my period. And I was like, no, sir, I would know. Like, of course, that's the first thing they ask. I'm like, no, sir. So anyway, I went to the hospital and we were there for about 5 hours. It actually wasn't too bad compared to like a lot of wait times in Ontario, but I had my blood taken and they sent me for an ultrasound just to check to see what's going on in there. And we had a lot of weird things happen at the hospital, as we usually do. There were a lot of like violent patients. They had to keep calling a code white, which if you didn't know, that means like a violent person where like security has to like run and like tackle them and like figure out the situation. And we also had someone, I don't know if you noticed this, but someone who went into the emergency room, the police had to come to arrest them. And so they were like held in one of the like emergency room like areas with a nurse, and they were like held there. A lot of people getting arrested and tackled. And then there was this one girl who came in very agitated. And listen, I understand it's not fun to be in a hospital. It's not fun to wait. But at this point, like Ty and I had been there for about 5 hours and this girl had just gotten in. First, she went and sat beside like a group of like a lot of people. She was there with her dad. And then about 2 minutes after sitting there, she came out into the hallway where Ty and I were sitting. She was complaining about this guy's cologne. She was like, I cannot sit in there one more second. All I can smell is him and his cologne and the whole room smells like perfume and I can't sit there one more second. Okay. Valid. Some people wear very strong cologne, okay? So anyway, she goes out, sits with her dad. She's like hemming and hawing and she's like, I will only sit here for 10 minutes. I am not waiting any longer than 10 minutes, blah, blah, blah. And her poor father's like, can I get you anything? Do you want any water? And she was like, no, no. And then she's like leaning over, I guess she's feeling sick, right? We're in an emergency room. And she was like, well, they're taking forever. What should I do? Just puke all over the floor? And I like look over at her and I'm thinking, first of all, there's little like cardboard buckets everywhere because when people are sick, like nurses' stations have cardboard buckets. So first of all, that's one option. Another option is there's bathrooms everywhere. And the way she said, she's like, should I just throw up all over the ground, Dad? Like, is that what I should do? And he was like, no, let me go find a nurse. Like this poor father was just like absolutely done with her. That was our night. They did not find anything in my ultrasound. But he did say to come back if the pain doesn't go away because with the CT scan, he can look at my appendix and my bowels, which they couldn't do in my ultrasound for some reason. I didn't know you couldn't do that in an ultrasound. So we'll see. I mean, I'm hoping the pain will just go away. It's just anytime you have like really bad stomach pain where when you press on it, it gets worse, you should apparently go to the hospital. So I think I did the right thing. It's just not fun going there. Anyways, that's my story time. I'm okay. I still have the pain. I'm just gonna wait and see what happens, but I am okay. Anyways though, I hope you guys have a good rest of your day and we'll see you in our next vlog. Bye.